Are you seeing it? How concentrated this liquid soap? Are you seeing how concentrated this liquid soap is? Dive into the video. Let me show you how to make one for yourself and to save yourself some money. Hello beautiful people, you are greatly welcome back to my channel. This is Rosie from Rosie Bella Naturals. Compliment of the season to you. Thank you so much, my new subscribers, for subscribing into my channel. I'm very happy you are here. Thank you so much. Thank you for dropping those likes. Please go around and check our other videos. I'm sure you will fall in love with those videos and you'll be hooked. Thank you so much for my old subscribers. I love you like you guys are the best. Thank you so much for remaining in the family. I'm greatly happy you are here. Thank you so much, everyone. So in today's video, we'll be making a concentrated super cleaning and extra foaming liquid soap made from oil and caustic soda. Yes, I mean sodium hydroxide. Yes, that sodium hydroxide. We all know that sodium hydroxide makes hard bar of soap. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how we can use it to make liquid soap. Yes. So for those who are not convinced by my first video, I'm sure when I finish this, you'll be convinced that this makes for a liquid soap. So if you've not watched the video I posted last time, please go ahead and watch the video where I posted how I made 6 liters of liquid soap with a cup of oil. Please go ahead and watch it, because when you watch that and watch this, you must put 2 and 1 together and know that it is surely possible to make liquid soap with our caustic soda. So here I am today to present another video for you. This time I will leave out color in this particular one so that you can see the glance in it. So let's just get into the video. Here is my water, already measured out. Here I have about 85 grams of my water, 90 grams, and I'm adding in about 75 grams of my caustic. Let me just measure that again as I add. So just be gentle about it. So that is 75 grams of my caustic. I'll just gently stir this in. Please, you can multiply these badges if you want to make a big one. But I'm making this video in small badges so that you guys can also try it out. Okay? If I go on with big badges, it will be so difficult for some of you to want to try out. So, but with these small badges like this, you can as well go and try it out. Okay, guys? So here I'm dissolving my caustic in my water. You mix until there's no gravels or particles at the under of the pot. When you're sure there's no more gravel, you set it aside to further clear up and dissolve whatever is left. So that is what I'm going to do now. Set it aside, and I'll bring in my scale and a bowl I'll be working with. Into this bowl, I'll be adding my oil. Today, I'm making use of this refined soya pure vegetable oil. This is what I'll be making use of today. Last time I made use of a different oil, but today I'll be making use of this to make my liquid soap. So I'll be measuring into this bowl 250 grams of my oil. So you can use any vegetable oil of choice. It will still work. I've opened this. So that is 250. So into this, I'll be adding in my alcohol. Just as I rightly told you guys in the other previous video, I got my alcohol from the open market. You know, there's no label in here. I just got the ethanol. This is ethanol, and I'll be using 180 grams. If you're using a less stronger alcohol, you can use 250, but here I'm using a stronger alcohol. Even it has started smelling now that I opened it up. So I'm going to add just a little below 250. It's 170. So let's use 170. Here is our 170 of our alcohol. So you gently mix together. As you keep mixing this, you will notice that it is becoming whitish. Are you seeing it? Becoming whitish as you mix. Are you seeing it? It's becoming whitish. So this is the stage at which you add your caustic. It doesn't matter if your caustic soda is completely cooled down, as long as it is fully cleared, as long as it is fully dissolved. You understand? Here now, the alcohol has fully mixed with the oil. This is another method. The other method, I poured them into the caustic, but this time around, I am putting the caustic into already mixed oil and ethanol. So now I'll begin to add bit by bit my caustic into this mixture. I'll add my caustic bit by bit into the mixture. Just take it slow and steady so that it doesn't, boil over and cause you any harm. But now it all depends on the batch you are working with. So you notice that the color is now changing. It's now becoming so brownish, like the color of honey. You understand? And as I keep mixing this, it will begin to have some candle-like substance on top. That is the point at which this oil has begun to form something like candle. Let me raise my spatula to show you what I mean. Are you seeing it? This is what I meant. So it's forming all over this now. As I mix, to mix, more of that will begin to form. This frame on top of it, the gel. So it's trying to gel up. So you keep mixing. At this time, the alcohol smell is everywhere. The alcohol smell is everywhere at this stage. But you have to keep mixing. The frame on it. So just keep on mixing. So you keep mixing this until a paste is formed. And not just a paste, but a pure white paste. When the paste is still yellowish, just the way it is not yet ready. You will have to keep mixing this until a solid white paste is formed. Keep on mixing. It's not yet ready, but it has traced, So just be patient with it and keep mixing. Until there's no shine on it again. Let's see, there's still shine and it's still a little yellowish. So I'll just have to keep mixing. So I'm speeding up this part. So now it is time for me to go grab my hot boiling water because I need to dissolve this paste. This paste here, I need to dissolve it. So let's go and grab our hot water. So here is the hot water. I'll keep adding it, bit by bit until I'm able to dissolve the gel. So as I add, I will mix. You can pour them at once, but as it comes out of the kettle or whatever container you used in boiling it, the hotness still remain very hot, and that will help to dissolve it easily, So you keep mixing until it is fully dissolved. It has to be fully dissolved. Adding more water. That is why you did not add that water at once. But assuming by mistake you left some white paste on it, just know that it will still dissolve with time. But we all want to make a perfect liquid soap, so we take time to dissolve it. But in case you are making a bigger batch, there's possibility of the paste not fully dissolved. So at this stage, I'll come in with my my room temperature water, just normal temperature water. I'll come in with that, and I'll be adding it bit by bit into this. As I add the water, the liquid soap will the solution will begin to cool down, and as it cools down, it will thicken. You don't throw the water at once into it. No, you will have a loosed or a separated liquid soap. You have to add it bit by bit, and that is what I'm going to do now. I'll be adding my bit by bit. So as I add bit by bit, I will stir it as I add. As I add bit by bit, I will stir. This process will help to lower the temperature of the solution, and as the temperature lowers, it will begin to thicken up. So you don't throw the water all in, you keep adding bit by bit. So you know that as the temperature comes down, you begin to feel your spatula being very heavy, as in it is difficult for it to freely stir. That is because the liquid soap is thickening up in the water into it, and how I'm stirring it. If you take a deep look at it, you see that the consistency of this liquid soap have changed. It's no longer liquidy, it has changed. It has begun to feel so heavy on the spatula than when it was hot. When it was hot, it was lighter, but now it is a kind of heavy. So I'll keep adding water to reduce the temperature, and as I do this, you'll notice it is thickening up, my dear. So you add your cold room temperature water in batches. You add it in batches. Don't just pour or throw them in at once. It can cause it to separate. Just add in batches, people. Are you seeing it? I'm making sure I explain this video very well, to answer those questions that are raised in the first one. So I'll still add in more water. You can see I've grabbed my 2 liters jug now, and I'm trying to, increase the water of the liquid soap. And as I do that, I stir. I'm thickening up this liquid soap as much as I can. Hope you are seeing it. I'm sure you do. But just keep adding bit by bit. Until the temperature goes down, you just have to keep adding bit by bit. You can use it for bathing. Yes, we all use soap made from caustic soda for bathing, right? So if you reduce the pH of this liquid soap, you can use it for bathing. You can reduce the pH by adding in, things that can help reduce the pH, like citric acid, like your lemon juice, things that will help to bring down the pH. You can use other AHA products like malic acid, since it is a bathing soap you are working towards. Your mandelic acid, you can use your salicylic, anything. You are seeing how concentrated this liquid soap is. Very concentrated, as if I'm going to take part of them and make for myself a liquid soap. This is even more mild than our tablet soap on the skin, because here you can check your pH, adjust to your taste, But remember that this liquid soap does not go wrong. Even if you added much water, what you will do, you just leave it open, don't close it. If you close it, that means you want the consistent. But when you leave it open, what will happen will be that it will keep thickening up as the day goes by. It will keep thickening up. All you do daily is just to return to it and stir, and it will keep thickening up. You understand me? So that is one thing about this liquid soap. It thickens out so packed. So I'm going to pour in the rest of this 2-liter water. You can leave it like this and that will be it. But because I want to increase that liquid soap, what I'll just do at this stage will be to take out 1 cup I'll be using to make my bathing soap out of it. Because right now I want to make this liquid soap to be able to wash white clothes, to be able to help to bleach up white clothes. And for that reason, I'll be adding in my bleach into this. So now, that bleach, when added, will not affect other clothes. It will help to clean them very well. It will help to make this liquid soap more transparent, and also to whiten your clothes. It will remove the smell of your any oil, assuming you are not using a very pure oil. It will remove the smell. So you can see how concentrated our liquid soap is. So I'm not done yet. I will still add 2 liters more of water here. Yes, 2 more liters. Let me just show you the concentration so far. Are you seeing it? So thick. So thick. The kind of joy that is coming out of me. I just wish you would make this liquid soap. So you come back to the comment section and tell me how it has worked for you. If at this stage you have not subscribed to my channel, I just don't know what you are waiting for. Don't you like the content I'm bringing to you? Oh, you sure don't like them? Don't you like that you can make your liquid soap at this time when things are so costly with just a cup of oil? This will not take you up to 1,000 to make, and you have made so much liquid soap. You don't need to go to market to keep buying. You make it yourself at the comfort of your house and enjoy using them to wash your clothes, clean your floor, to wash your dishes, and even to bathe. Yes, this when reduced can be used for bathing. We use tablet soaps for bathing, right? This has less caustic. So let's go ahead now and get more water. We'll add into this. Now you can see just little while I went to get my more water. This is what I returned to, a little more thicker consistent. Do you know you can store this just this way and bring it out and remix each time you want to mix? Assuming you don't have much container to store it, you can say, okay, you expose this to air for it to thicken the more, then you store it, and each time when you want to use it, you grab it and add more water. Are you seeing how jelly? You see the consistency of this? This, when left for 24 hours, will become so transparent. It will become so clear. Okay, guys. So now I will take out the quantity I'll be needing to make my bathing liquid soap out of this. I'll take out the quantity and I'll set that aside. I will show you the video when I'm making it so that we can both try it out. So I'm taking out some quantity out of it and I'm pouring it into this jug. This quantity I will use to make my bathing liquid soap from it. So that will be enough. Just watch this. Are you seeing this liquid soap? And this lathers like mad. But assuming you want an extra foaming power into this liquid soap, okay guys, I'll go and grab my bleach first and I'll be back. So here is 50 grams of my bleach. I'll gently add this into this. This will help to make it more transparent. So 50 grams, and it will thicken it the more. So this is 50 grams of my bleach. So I'll go ahead and add in more water to this. So sorry, I didn't know I was not covering the video when I added my Texapon. I did add about 50 grams of this Texapon in here. I added 50 grams of my homemade Texapon. I didn't know the video was paused and I have been talking. So I added 50 grams of it in here. And I did add bleach. I added 50 grams of my bleach in here. The reason for the bleach, one was to make it more transparent, two, to whiten the clothes. You can use it for any clothes, but when it gets hold of white clothes, it will whiten it up. Again, is to remove the smell of oil, assuming you are making use of an oil that is very strong in smell. You can use your bleach to remove it. So I went ahead to add my Texapon, my homemade SLEX. That was to give it an extra foaming power. Okay guys, I didn't know the video was paused, and that is why I have to go through it again for you guys to understand. There is nothing hidden in this video at all. So now I'll show you the consistent now, and I'll set it aside for 24 hours where it will not thicken the more. Then I'll come back and still show you how it has thickened overnight. So now let me go. So here now, this is the consistent. of our liquid soap. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing how concentrated it is? Remember, we have to leave it overnight. And remember that the more you leave this liquid soap, it will thicken. Remember to cure your liquid soap. It can be cured for 15 to 20 days, but you can start using it right away. This liquid soap will become so transparent and extremely thick at the next day. Before I added all this, I took out some percentage of it. I will use for my body soap. You know, I've added bleach in this, so I won't be bathing with this. But I took out some and added into this my jug. I will use for my bathing soap. That will be in another video. Are you seeing it? So it is time for our lather test. So I'll take the lather test now, but I'll still return after 24 hours to show you the final consistency of our homemade, cheap, super concentrated, super foaming and super cleansing liquid soap. So now I'll shift this back and let's check the lather, the cleansing, the lather of this. So I'll just, dust off. I'll dust off this container and I will risk it in the water. Are you seeing how it lathers? So that is it. It lathers so well. And this has extra lathering power because of the SLEX I added. You can add any detergent of choice to increase the lather, but this on its own lathers very well. If you have not watched my first video on how I made this liquid soap, please, after watching this, go and watch that, so that when you combine the two knowledge, you will be able to make yours. You can see lasting bubble this gives, very lasting bubbles it gives. So this is a very good liquid soap you need to make at this season to save yourself some money. So here is the one I set aside to make my bathing liquid soap from. So in a few days from now, I will make this and post. We'll both make it together, okay? So I'll set this aside. I just hope it will not thicken so heavily on me. But however, I will return from day to day to add water if it thickens. So here is a soap. So I'm going to leave it. I will leave this liquid soap to cure overnight and I'll come back to show you the final result. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, here is the liquid soap after leaving it overnight. So, see what we've got here. Are you seeing it? A very much concentrated liquid soap. Just leaving this for overnight. I made this about in the afternoon, and here we have a very thick liquid soap. Can you see that? Can you imagine this? Made from just 1 cup of. You can decide to dilute this further. But since I'll be storing this, I'm leaving it like this until when I want to use it. Then I'll dilute. Do you see how transparent this is? It has this glance in it as if purizer is added. What are you still waiting for? What are you waiting for to subscribe to this channel? Don't you like the content I'm bringing to you? You sure don't like good content if you don't subscribe to this channel. Please go ahead and hit the like button for this particular video. Like this video. Share to your family and friends. Tell somebody to tell somebody about Rosabella Naturals. Check out our concentrated super cleansing, super foaming liquid soap made from 1 cup of oil and some little caustic soda. See how jelly? Wow. I just can't stop mixing as if as just continue to, show you. This is extremely very thick. Wow. Can you see this? So here is the one I set aside yesterday that I'll use for maybe my shower gel or my hair shampoo. I'm deciding I'll be using it for shampoo. Do you see it? It's so thick. Just like homemade Texapon. Very, very thick. Just for exposing it to hair one day is this thick. Are you seeing how thick? So this I'll be using very soon to make a video. Here now is the result of when you decide to use palm kernel oil to make this. So I just used a little palm kernel oil to show you guys the way it's usually come out. It doesn't gel, so it won't make for a big liquid soap like this. When you pour hot water, it will still melt up and become a liquid soap, and it lathers very well, but it doesn't gel. So palm kernel oil is out of it when you are making this kind of formula. What we can use is vegetable oil. Thank you so much for staying put. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Drop that like. Go to the comment section and just tell me well done. If you have nothing to comment, just say well done. Thank you so much and bye-bye.